Hello and welcome to day 14 of the Money Challenge. Today we're looking at the start of budgeting. Now, the first practical step you must take in relation to your finances is understanding what you earn, your income, and taking into account what you spend, your expenditure. Now, most people know what they earn, but many people have little or no idea about what they spend and where they spend it. So to start this exercise, you're going to need to gather from your last 3 months of spending. So you're going to need your bank statements, any receipts you've got, and you're going to be filling out a form which will be attached to today's email. And what you need to do is you need to make sure you are tracking at least 3 months of expenditure. So for example, let's say if you spent £20 on clothes in January, 30 in February, but 100 in March, your average monthly spend would be £50. So what I want you to do is to start by working out what you earn and working out what you spend and where you spend it. And again, use that form to do it. Now, once you've completed this process, you will either find that you've got more income than you've got expenditure, or that the income and expenditure are the same, or you have more expenditure than income. Now, whichever category you are in, the next stage will be the same. You're going to try and find savings. So, you remember Jesus, he fed the 5,000. After feeding the 5,000, he gathered the scraps together, and so he didn't waste anything. And that's kind of the picture of what you're doing when you're looking for savings on your expenses. So you're really looking for what would ordinarily be missed and wasted that I can gather together and use. Now, savings fall into broadly 3 kinds of categories. Firstly, checking that you've received all the correct income you're entitled to and you're paying the right amount of tax. So, depending on the country you're living in, you may be entitled to benefits from the government. Have you made sure that you're receiving all the benefits you're entitled to? In the UK, there are useful websites like Money Saving Expert. I don't know what would be in other countries, but I'm sure there'll be equivalent ones. There are also certain voluntary organisations, such as the Citizens Advice Bureau in the UK, that can help you with working out what you're entitled to. Secondly, you need to make sure you're paying the right amount of tax and claiming any tax benefits you're entitled to. So an example would be, let's say if you're a higher rate taxpayer, you're entitled to money back on your charitable donations, including those you give to the church. Take time to work out these questions, as they can be the difference between hundreds of pounds, or whatever currency you're working in, of income per month. Second area is check your expenses and look for savings. It's been my experience that many people are overpaying for their basic services such as gas, electric, insurance on their car and house, mobile phones, and all these type of things. Take time to go through each of your expenses to see if you can save money on each item. There are a number of price comparison websites you can use which will help with this process. We also then overpay for our groceries. We don't realise that supermarkets are carefully designed to make you spend more money than you would ordinarily spend. I would strongly recommend that you draw up a meal plan for the week rather than leaving it to the last minute. Then make a shopping list in order to purchase the items you need and stick to that list. I would also recommend that you don't go to the supermarket hungry. I buy all sorts of things I don't really need just because I'm hungry. Now, there are many online resources that can help you identify savings and ways of doing day-to-day tasks that will save you money. Take time to have a look at these and then just work out which ones will work for your life. Third area I would recommend you do is look for what you've got in your possession that you don't want, and you either sell it or you give it away. So I would walk around your house and ask yourself the question, will I use this item in the next 12 months? And be strict with yourself. If the answer is no, then you should think about selling it. You'll be amazed how much people will pay for your unwanted items. Now, this is particularly important if a large amount of your monthly expenditure is currently used to pay debts. You can use this cash generated from these sales to pay down that debt more quickly. So let's just pray over our budgets. Father, give me the grace and strength to get to grip with my finances. Help me in the areas I find difficult. Remove all the shame of finances because I'm coming to you, presenting them before you, knowing that you will redeem every area of my life. Amen.